to return us to our home in Jerusalem and Israel. The whole earth knows who we are. Everyone knows that we're being killed, we're being slaughtered upon the earth. Everyone has got reparation and repatriation. The Jewish people. If you look at the signs here, it's going to tell you that all the organizations and the companies that benefited from slavery, we were promised so many things, but we never got it. They promised us 40 acres and a mule, we never got it. But yet to this day, they're still giving Jewish people a land that's not theirs. They still arrested a 90-year-old German man who did something, but they tell us to forget about it, but they still yet arrest 90-year-old German man who has something to do with the Holocaust. So if you want us to forget about it, then you have to forget about it. This country says, in God we trust. I have to question that. What God do you trust? Do you trust in the God, the Creator? Because the God, the Creator, is about establishing righteousness upon the earth. So the same law that you stand by and say, hey, we want justice, should be the same law you put us back in our homeland in Israel. If anyone ever travel in the Middle Eastern country, they know exactly who we are. In the Middle Eastern countries, they call us the Yahudi or Yahudian. That means the children of the seed of Judah. Everyone knows we are. Some of you know what I'm talking about out here. But my people don't have understanding who they are. We are the children of Israel. We are the original Israelites. We are the people of the promise, the people of the covenant. We suffered the curses. If you want to know what happened to us, we suffered the curses of our forefathers, of Solomon, of David, because we disobeyed and we broke the covenant of our forefathers. So it was righteous that God put us in the captivities in the four corners of the earth. We understand that. Now that we have awakened and we know who we are and we know our identity, we want to be put back home. Now, people say, well, why don't you guys just get up and leave? Well, when our forefathers built this place, everybody knows that. Our forefathers built this place. Our forefathers built this country. A free slave. All these organizations, all these companies benefit from it. But yet the slaves, and we are the children of those slaves, did not reap anything from it. So if you're willing to put, and matter of fact, if they're willing to bomb Japan, right? America bombed Japan with 2 atomic bombs. And then when established and rebuilt Japan. But what about the people who helped you fight in this world war? What about the people you trampled down? What about the people till this day you still trampling, you're being killed across the earth? If you want to get rid of us, if you really want to get rid of the blacks in America, give us reparation, repatriation, and put us back in our own country. If you really want to get rid of us, this is how you do it. And then that way, you won't have us to deal with. You wouldn't have us to hate. Our people are lost. Our people are trying to incorporate themselves into the same people who killed them. We're not Christians. We're not Jewish people. We don't practice Judaism. We are the people with all those religions got their teachings or got their start from. We are people that was descended from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the true Hebrew Israelites. So if you people are really sorry for slavery, if you people are really sorry what your ancestors did to the slaves in America, then you would try to help. That's righteous. That's righteous. I asked friends of mine, I said, listen, are you really sorry that what happened to my people? They say yes. They don't talk about your typical white person. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what my people did to you. So my question is, if you're that sorry, then, if you're really that sorry, the money that you benefit from all these years, the money that got you to go to college, that your family's paid for out of cash, off them checks, give that money back. Give up all that money back to some family who's sitting here, who's trying to go to college, who's trying to do the right thing. And you know what they tell me? Are you crazy? But I thought you were sorry. That's what the scripture says. On your dollar bill, on every money that this country has, it says, in God we trust. So now I have to question, what God do you trust in? Is it God of the Bible that this country was supposedly established on, that the European forefathers established this country on? I don't think so. What I'm going to do, my brothers here is going to speak up. Our people are awakened in the four corners of the earth. We were beaten and caught and beaten and burned. You know, people talk about ISIS and how bad they are. Well, if you speak to me, I say the Europeans were just as guilty. They did the same thing, even worse. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures in your history books, if you can find them. Go Google some of the pictures and you'll find black people, black men hanging from trees, burning. You know, in our history, what they did to our forefathers, if a woman was pregnant, right, they would cut her stomach, hang her from a tree, and that baby would drop from out of her womb, a woman. And you know how to reward that baby? With the heel of a boot. This is true. This is real life stories. So we come here as today and say, hey, all we want to do is get back what's ours and return back to our country. Meaning the Arabs, they know. I travel all around the world. Middle Eastern countries. I lived in some of the Middle Eastern countries. And everyone knows who we are. We are the children of Israel. We're not coming out here for handouts. We don't do that. We're coming here for righteousness and for the people of the earth to come against those in righteousness and say, take these people back home. Put them back in their land. Because if you don't, the God of Israel is going to do it regardless. It's going to happen because it's prophesied in the book, in the Torah, and in the Tanakh, or what some of you people call the Bible.